Hi, my name is Vivian Labbot and this is NSCI6401 or Physiology, and today we are going to dissect a frog. Okay, I'm going to show you the frog. Here it is. That is our frog. So first we are going to identify the external anatomy of the frog. So we start with this. This is the dorsal surface of the frog, and this is the hind limb, forelimbed, and these are the fingers. These are the fingers and these are the toes. And here we can see this is the tympanum of the frog. This one serves as the eardrum of the frog that can detect sounds or identify sounds. And this is the eye, of course, here. And in the eye, this is the eyelid, upper eyelid, and this is the lower eyelid. And it has a white or what they call this a nictitating membrane. This serves as the protection of the eye when the frog is under the water. So it covers the eye so that the eye can see even it is under the water. And this is the nostril of the frog. And this is the snout. And this is the mouth, this is the head. Okay. Inside the mouth, there is a tongue, but this one shrink because I think when I paralyze it, it shrink. But I can show you with the other frog. Okay, let me check. I have another frog here, so I can show you this one, and it has a tongue. This is the tongue of the frog that extend to catch its prey. When it has a prey, it will catch, and then this one will fall back like this and bring the prey inside direct to the esophagus. Okay, so the frog has teeth. It's not visible, but we can feel it here and here as well. That will help to hold the prey when it catches a prey. So to identify if the gender of the frog is a male or female, we can identify it through the tympanum. When the tympanum is bigger, that means it is a female, bigger than the eye. That means that is a male. I'm sorry, that is a male. But when it is smaller than the eye, that means it is a female. Or through the thumb. When it is bigger, means that is a male. But I guess this is a female frog because the tympanum is smaller than the eye. Okay, so let's check the dorsal part of the frog. Ventral surface of the frog. This is the ventral surface of the frog. But before dissecting, we are going to pin it first. Okay, we are going to pin the arm, the forelimb first, so it won't bother us when we are going to dissect it. And even the legs. Okay. First, we are going to make a small cut here, so we can cut the skin, and then we are going to cut the skin very carefully, not to damage the internal organ of the frog. Okay, you can cut it crosswise. And here as well. and here as well. So we can use the scalpel to separate it from the muscles. There you go. I even cut the muscle as well, but that's okay. And now we're going to cut the muscles. So we can see the internal organ. It would be bloody because this is fresh and I did not put any formalin on it. Okay. Okay, so before we proceed, let me discuss first the integumentary system of the frog, or the skin. This is the skin of the frog. But the skin is not just a covering that protects the underneath structure while aiding in homeostasis, but in the frog, it serves as well as the respiratory system. It is a very most important function of the skin of the frog. One of the most important function of the skin, and the skin secrete mucus, but some frog also secrete poison, and it is also permeable to water, and as you can see, it is colorful. It is adaptable to camouflage. That's why sometimes you cannot see it when it is under the tree or mixed with the leaves, because it adapts the environment. So of course the skin has a two layer, the epidermis and the dermis, and the epidermis, same with the epidermis consists of stratified squamous epithelium, and the dermis consists of connective tissues. And of course, same with the human, it is the large part of the body. Okay, so now we're going to discuss the digestive system of the frog. So when the frog eats something or eats prey, when it catches a prey using the tongue, it will go directly to the esophagus. It's here, and then the esophagus goes to the stomach. This is the stomach. Okay, I'll show you the stomach. This one. This is the stomach, and it goes to the small intestine. This one. This is the small intestine. Goes to the large intestine. But the digestive system include the liver. This is the liver. The first thing you can see when you open the frog, the liver. The liver is belongs to the digestive system because of its function. Okay, the liver of the frog has 3 lobes. This one, the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one. It has 3 lobes. Okay. The liver, the function of the liver is to secrete bile, which is the small intestine used to break down and absorb fat. and cholesterol. So it has a very, very crucial function. The liver the liver's function is to detoxify the blood as well, and protect it synthesizes the protein from the blood. So it's not just serving the digestive system, but also the blood circulation of the blood circulation in the body. So that means when we intake toxic food, our liver suffers. So for example, if we drink a lot of alcohol in human body, but I think it's also the same with the frog. When it intakes toxic, then it will affect the liver, and then the liver will not function well, and it will cause damage to the liver. Same with the human. When we intake too much alcohol, then our liver suffers. When we take too much cholesterol food, yeah, it will also damage our liver because it has a very crucial function. Okay, so this is the liver, and then when the small intestine digests the food, and there are some foods that cannot be digested in the small intestine. It will go to the large intestine, and the large intestine will continue the digestion, and all the waste will go to the cloaca in here and going out to the anus. Okay, so here is the very, very most precious heart of the frog. The heart is covered with pericardium, and the heart has three parts. This is the circulatory system of the frog, and this is the center of the circulatory system of the frog. Same in human. Okay, so it has a left atrium and right atrium, and then the ventricle. Of course, we all know that the function of the heart is to pump blood. So to pump blood to the lungs, and when it is oxygenated, it will go back to the heart, and then the heart will pump again the oxygenated blood to all of the part of the body. Okay, that is the circulatory system of the frog. And now we are going to discuss also the respiratory system of the frog. So, as I mentioned a while ago, the skin is also served as the respiratory one of the three parts of the frog that function as or under this respiratory system of the frog. So aside from the skin, of course, the frog respirate also at the lining of the mouth, and of course at the lungs. But before we can see the lungs, we have to remove the liver and of course the frog, or we can see it here. This is the liver. Okay, this is the liver of the frog. And if we lungs, I'm sorry, this is the lungs of the frog. And of course we can see the other lungs here. That one. Okay. And if we move this one, we can see those aorta and vena cava that the blood runs. Okay. And I think that's it. Or we can check also the muscular musculoskeletal system of the frog, and we can try to check it in here in the legs of the frog. So we can open this to check the muscles in the legs. It's okay. Okay, so here, this is the muscle of the frog. Of course, the musculoskeletal of the frog consists of the muscles, the bones, of course, and the ligaments and tendons, the joints. But the movement of the muscle depends on the movement of the skeletal system depends on the muscular system of the frog. So here in the legs, we have this upper part, that is the extensor muscle, and this is the flexor muscle. So when the frog sits like this, this one will extend and this one will flex. But when this other part, the muscle here, when this flex, this one will become the flexor and this one will become the extensor. So to be able to the frog to jump, the muscle should work with the skeletal system. So when before the frog jump, of course, it will sit first. So when it sits, this one will extend and this one will flex, and when it jumps, the legs will be stretched, and this one will extend, so the frog can jump. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we did identify all the parts, or did I miss anything here? Okay, I think I missed the gallbladder here. That is the gallbladder under the liver, but the gallbladder works with the liver, of course. The gallbladder stores bile. So I think that's it. So thank you for watching. See you next time.